Welcome back to another episode here on the second channel. As always, thank you so much for the continued support on the Slay series. Keep that going with the likes and comments, and I'll just keep making these videos. It is as simple as that. Now, this episode, we're going to be doing something slightly different. We are going to be playing the levels that I've never been able to beat, and there are actually a few more of them in this first section that I recently were able to do with some of the strategies that I've kind of revised recently. Anyway, these are the numbers of the islands that I've been unable to complete. We have 90, 23, over here we got 28, 64, 104, and then 106. If you have the game yourself and you're able to do any of these levels, I'd love for you to share those strategies with me so I could learn. We're going to play this one first of all. We'll try and play all of them. I don't know how long that'll take up. I don't want to make this video stupidly long. But you're going to see me lose basically. But I am also going to try a little bit of a new strategy where I feel it's right, because there is something in this game that I always overlook, and I've had a few comments from people saying that I'm playing it wrong essentially in their opinion, which I happen to agree with them. Because I ignore castles a lot of the time, we're overlooking how powerful they are early game, and they're always very troublesome for me. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you there, you here, and then you there, and combine that big glob of territory together. There's quite a lot of tiles in this area, and maybe figuring out the best way to combine all of them is the way to win this level. I'm looking at those trees like they might be problematic, but then again, if we go downwards, we connect with a little bit of territory there. So the thing that I've got to keep in mind this time around is that the castle might be really valuable to us in defending some of this territory. So if we look at the green one over here, he's going to be a problem before long, and we just don't quite have enough money yet, do we? I don't want to aggravate that player, so I'm going to take these territories and link up with that one. And if we survive, I think a castle neighbouring a spearman territory is probably a smart idea. There's lots of trees in this area, isn't there? Let's try and take one of those away, and let's connect up to that little space down the bottom. We've kind of shielded this one for us to take in the next move, and that's all we get. With a lot of these levels that I haven't done, you kind of start off small and you fall behind pretty quickly, but if I change my strategy, that could all change. And I think I might have been wiser to have saved my money to buy a castle. I just went and spent that unit without thinking about it, and that's because I'm used to playing that way. If we're going to be aggressive towards brown here with a spearman, we can protect. So let's do that, let's protect. And then I don't really see a valuable territory to take other than perhaps getting rid of that tree, and hopefully next round we get to use a castle. This is one of the things I've got to learn to do, right? How to save. Yeah, there's probably a lot of learning here, and I'm just sort of jumping into the deep end with it. Right, let's continue forwards and then see what happens. It's brown who I'm worried about, and brown has not been aggressive, and now we can have a castle. I was about to put that castle right there. Would that be the best spot? I think it is. I think we should put... You want to have it touching more neighbouring things, right? So if I take a step back and we put it here, it's now touching 3 neighbouring territories. We can't take that one straight away, and I don't want it to take this one here, but that's kind of all we're going to be able to do. I'm going to squash that yellow one in case it becomes a nuisance. Right, we'll put you into this green territory and start to save up for a castle. You are going to take that tree and hope you don't get squashed, which is very unlikely. And that is our next move. There we go. So this time round, rather than keeping a large amount of units, we have traded in for a castle. And we could potentially do that again. Now I can take that one and remain safe. That's fantastic. I could also start to push down and try and connect through with this space here, which I think is what I want to do. And I reckon we'll save for a castle again. Wow, could we turn it around and actually win one of these old levels? Now, I've got some money saved up, and I think it might be worth the risk of trying to push out and meet this one in the next move. So that is what we are going to do. Alright, that is my turn. We need to watch out for yellow. Yellow seems to be doing the best at the moment out of all of them, and we are neighbouring with yellow in a couple of places. Right, so we can get a unit and a castle. That's fantastic. I can also put you there, and I want you to hang on for one more round, which looks kind of likely given what's going on in and around this area. Down the bottom here, we'll just save for a castle, and I might put you there, or I might make a more aggressive move into brown's territory. Or we could take some easy targets with yellow over on this side. I think would be smart to move in on the more dangerous of our neighbours. So I'm going to do this actually. Right, and then we push in and you protect the two behind you. Excellent. We also have a castle that we can buy. Now I think yellow is going to be a problem, so we will put a castle here and protect this front. That is looking good. Maybe it is the castles after all this time. Okay. Yes, we are good to go. We want to make sure this territory here survives. We want to see that we're not getting attacked anywhere. That looks good. Okay, and you have come in and been an absolute nuisance because we now need the third tier unit to take care of that. We now got a castle next to our capital. I think that is probably the applicable move there. And this guy's struggling to hold on, so we really need to do some damage to this one. It feels like a third tier unit could be useful, but maybe a little bit too soon. Let's go and put you here, first of all. I'm going to move aggressively across. Yeah, we're not going to do it this turn, and we're not going to put down another castle. I feel like most of my borders are well defended. However, over here, yellow will now have an incentive to take those territories away from me. Which could mean that is a good defensive move on that side. I'm going to take the territory in the middle and do that. Remember, peeps, this is my first time playing using castles, and I can really start to feel the advantage of it. Okay, so if we want to hold on to this territory here... Oh, wait a minute, there's a clear path. Oh, I've got to think this one through. Okay, we've got an income of 27. Right, I can put you there. Brown shouldn't really be too much of a threat to us. And if I put you... Oh, yeah, got a... slight problem. Well, I wanted to put that one there, so this space was a bit more guarded. Kind of means it's open, but this doesn't have enough manpower to really cut through and hurt us. So I think we're just going to hold in on that space there. Thank goodness. And now I need to think about defending. I think I might just throw down another castle. Just here. I don't want brown pushing down into me, and I really haven't got a use for this one unit other than to send you all the way over there. Well, you might get cut off for a round. We're now down to one territory, by the way. And I might be overdoing the castles, you know. I might be getting a little bit excited here, but... You know, right, I think we need to, again, push against the units that are doing really well. So we need to push you up into this territory. We need to start progressing that way. We need to secure this area here a little bit, which we're not doing very well with that move. I need one more unit. That's what I want to do. That is precisely what I want to do. Cut off brown and stop brown being a potential hazard. Now, green, I didn't think green looked like much of a threat, but now all of a sudden green is right on our doorstep, and we are in a very fortunate position here to be able to cut green off in a pretty big way. I'm also going to potentially stop a reconnection. I think this might be a waste of a unit to double up there. Let's actually put the spearman here so it's guarded across. I don't think that's enough territories to get a baron. If I'm wrong, that sucks. I will actually put you in front then. So the baron can only take that smaller unit. Over here then, where do we really need to start putting down more units? I think we just need to be prepared to take over this side now. Okay, we are actually in the lead. And this video was supposed to be about levels that I can't do. And here we are doing one of them. This is awesome. Okay. Right, so this space... I don't want to leave unguarded. If I put you there, we kind of guard the bridge. We'll use the castle there to protect you. We're going to drop this one down here as we need to secure more of this border that's in line with yellow. And we don't want you pushing back into our territory. So, again, we need more. Now, do we need to use a castle anywhere? We don't really have any enemies in this area. We're just getting pushed around. And I could, if I had one more unit to spare, potentially punch around the back and kill the one unit that is there. I don't think it's going to do too much to us if we leave it alone. So I am... I am not sure. I'm actually going to put you there, and I'm going to put a castle... No, that's silly. That's not going to disappear next turn. Okay, we're going to hold on to our money for now. I don't think we need to use too many more castles, but... we are trickily making our moves. And you know what? I've just noticed green down here connecting with that territory is bad news for us. It is time to cut you off, my friend, and make this area far more useless. Let's go ahead. I'm going to put you there. And I really need lots of units to run into this place. We have 3, so we're pretty much going to use all of them on that. And then, I'm not entirely sure what moves are the best ones to make. We kind of want to get the castles out of our way, but they're also sort of protecting us from the enemies that we have here. I think I'm going to put this one there and kill those units. And I need to start moving upwards, and I need to start taking this space. Let's go. I'm going to put you, put that one there, this one to the side of it, and then one more unit we're going to put over here. Cool, we're hanging in, we're hanging in. Oh, look at that, we've got enemies on all sides. So we need to do a cutting move down here while we're trying to secure and take over space. We don't want trees spreading. Let's get those trees out of the way. This territory over in this space is just not secure enough, is it? And I don't want to end up using... I need to destroy the capital on the way so they have no money. I don't want to end up using my Baron down here. And it looks like we might have to put a spearman out in the middle. I'm actually going to take that move back, put my spearman here. And this is incredibly risky, but it seems like the right strategy to me. And we need to push upwards and cut off all of these units as well. If I had just one more unit to hand, we could do that. Instead, I'm going to have to put you somewhere very useful, and it doesn't feel like there is anywhere that useful right now. If we cut off that territory as well, it makes it a lot harder for them to recover. I think I'm going to put you there, and then it protects us from an attack on this side. That could be a very bad move. Right, so they've reconnected, that's fine. We need to look at continuously securing this area. We've got trees coming in now. We just don't have the right sorts of units because I keep buying expensive ones. Let's re-secure this. Okay, I'm going to put you here. We have to start using these ones like they're just regular, normal troops. I'm going to push you there so you don't start trying to come back up this way. We've got to think about this one up the top. This is quite bad. There's no Baron yet, but I reckon we'll see one soon. I'm going to put... No, we don't want to put another castle there. That's actually protected, our capital, by the castle. So that's fine. Oh, I feel like just don't quite have enough units. Let's do that. Let's end our turn. We're in the lead. We're just in the middle, surrounded by everyone. So we've got to play everything right. Now, this is what's good about having all this windy territory, is that you can make simple moves to cut off your enemy. All of that's going to be done with next turn. We need to bring you back over here and stop those trees spreading, which I believe is done. There appears to be a simple move here to make green not so much of an enemy, and brown is positioning defensively and not looking to attack. So what can we do? We could triple up and have a double Baron here to attack, but I think we're just going to put you there now as a sort of warning. I don't know how the AI thinks, hopefully that'll work, and then we just need to fill out a little bit more of this space, take some territory here, and this move feels like a very strong move. It's all about what the AI does now. Yeah, I think we've got this in the bag at this point. They're not being aggressive. It's one of the things that breaks down in this game, is that they stop being aggressive at some point or another. And then it gets a little bit easy. But yeah, we're just zapping away territory. You need to think about how we're going to attack upwards. And since they're rather defensive, I think cutting off is actually going to be kind of difficult because they've got this like loop going on here. Don't think we're actually ready for it yet. I'm going to leave that unit there. We're going to just take a little bit more space here, there and everywhere, I think. Okay, and then it's probably green at the bottom who's going to be our next big problem to deal with. Let's end our turn and see what they do. Green sort of attacked into that territory. That's fine. And then now is maybe the time to try and cut this one off. So I think what we'll do is not take out its capital, but just squash those units. Those two are going to die next turn. That is fine. This one's probably building up some territory, so I think we will squash it. And I'm going to end up making a few two spearmen here, because I need to get rid of those trees. Don't want them spreading. And let's just do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Let's put 2 more in here, cut that up. And where am I going to put you? Somewhere useful. Let's put you there. Get rid of that. 1 more unit. Let's take that middle area. It's just a matter of time now, right? I think the fight at the top isn't really going to be a fight. They've now created a Baron, but in the worst of ways, because I can just sneak in behind and cut you off like that. We've still got a bit of a tree problem going on over here. I have a lot of spearmen, don't I? So let's get rid of your funds, get rid of those funds, and get rid of those funds, and one more up there. Right, and now we're going to have to divert our attention downwards to green, who isn't attacking very aggressive, so this is probably going to be rather easy. Let's put in 2 spearmen and then 2 units. Those have all been cut off. They will probably reconnect, and I think that will be fine. We'll distract them with that while we zap away some territory over the side here. Going to use my little tactics of sort of taking and leaving behind spaces, so you kind of use your units to take away even more from them. What will we do over here? They've actually got a bit of money saved up, so we should have taken the capital. I think we might divert our attention for just a moment here. I'm going to put you over there. I'm going to put 1 unit there. And where can this one be effective? Probably start to move in on that space. Right, so again, we're going to take the territory like that. End the turn. The surrender will be coming soon. I'm pretty sure of it. Okay, 2 spearmen to the top. This guy's pretty much taken care of now. Just a matter of time. Another spearman. We lost our spearman down here. That's fine. Going to put you there. That one's taken care of. And where can I make you effective? In this space here, because we're going to have to push through. And nope, you won't do that. Let's go 1, 2. And that one's put up a castle in the corner. Of course it has. I'm going to put 1 there. That's good. 1 here. Maybe just a couple over there. Split that up. And we've got 1 more. There we go. So I don't think green's going to mount any proper resistance. Just a matter of time now. And we can take green's capital, which in my mind probably will bring about the surrender. We're going to invest all of our units now down to this bottom area, as pretty much all the other places are done for. Put a split through the lands, so this guy is in even bigger trouble. And I'm actually going to make another baron, put it there to split it up again. Couple more units here and there. This is pretty much a surrender, right? If they don't surrender now, they're really dragging it out. There you go. 21 turns. We actually did a level. This video was supposed to be about me losing. Goodness me. We managed to do it. That's awesome. So we only have 5 levels left to do, and I happen to know that this one right here doesn't really work with the castle strategy. I had given it a go, and I didn't get anywhere with it. So let's now play this one, knowing that we're probably going to lose, but also using no castles. So, well, unless it presents an opportune moment, but I tried using them straight out of the box, and it didn't really work. So we are going to take that territory, because it's protected by the capital, don't they call it in this one? Going to connect that up. We'll get to use this territory next turn, and those trees are going to be a problem. You can see all these sort of empty tiles out in front, but what you have to do straight away really is clear those trees moving across like one tile to the next. So we'll go there next. Over here we can't make any moves. Down here we can't connect to you, but we can wiggle around to that side, and that's it. And if we wait a minute, I do have someone. Oh yeah, that's it, you over there. If we take a look at the graph, I immediately drop all the way back, which is why I think this might be the impossible level if ever there were one. Now we're not ready to actually double up here. We have to go across and take that space, because if we spent this unit and turned it into a spearman, we would die on the next turn. Going to take that little bit of space, going to move and connect with this one over here, and we're going to continue clearing the trees. Let's go there and then go upwards. Hopefully that works for clearing and taking more territory as we go. Who can move? Oh, that one can buy. Anyway, you're going to see me die rather quickly in this. I think once I managed to conquer this space down here, it was kind of like a long-winded process, but by the time I'd done it, the rest of the island had been taken over by another team. I'm not sure which one it was. So now we can double up and go spearman, and as we've discussed before, take the units away from the other territories. We can double up and go spearman here. It would leave us with 1, 2, 3, 4 with 1 in the bank, so we would die. Therefore, we can't even do anything over there, so we'll end our turn. And if you're thinking, oh, you should have moved this one here, should have done that one there, I've played this many, many times and not been able to suss it out. So look at this. We're hemmed in by castles over here now, so I've only got one option. And yeah, the many different times I've played this, it's very difficult to get things right. So what looks likely here is to get rid of the trees, and defeat is heading our way. This time though we can get a spearman, and as we've learned, we'll put it there, and then we'll take the trees, because we don't want the trees spreading. Maybe we'll have a shred of hope over here, but as discussed a moment ago, by the time you manage to get something going, everyone else is like crushing their parts of the map. Okay, so I'm just going to, mosey on over there because of these castles. And in this space, I've lost a unit. Can't really do anything with the other one, so we'll go defensive. And we're not actually in last place. We just managed to creep up behind green for a moment there. And I'll tell you what, once this one connects, that's a really good defensive position to have. You see, as soon as I put them there, the spearman's going to come down and sort me out. That's literally what's going to happen. I can't do a cut-off move here and kill the spearman. Maybe I'll wait and see if that's possible next time. And you have made a bad decision, my friend. At least we've got something going over there. Let's then take this one, so we'll be able to possibly kill that one next turn. Actually, if we look at it like this, I'm trying to separate the territory, but now we join all of them, so wherever that one moves, if it stays on its own territory, we get to kill it. Oh, this game is so... It moved behind me. That was a terrible move then. Anyway, it was obvious we were going to lose this one, so no biggie. However, now we can put in a castle. Let's go and put this castle right there. And maybe that'll aid us a little bit. In fact, let's double up here and build a spearman. All of a sudden, it looks like something might come together if we get lucky. You've managed to stay alive, so that must have been the capital before. We're going to move down by 1. Surely that'll do your next turn. No, wow. Okay, I need to protect my territory then. Over here, not quite enough to cut it off. And now it's probably going to squash me back. We're going to play this one out to the end, peeps. Oh, I had money up the top here, but it didn't look like I could do much with it. Yep, maybe build a castle. Reconnect, and look at this, I've been squashed. I've been squashed. This is just a matter of time, peeps. Let's reconnect that little space. And, I didn't make this move over here. Yeah, it's all going wrong. I could have taken that capital as well. But it should be pretty obvious at this point that I was going to lose. And I'm sure some of you asked for it, like, what happens once you're out of the game? Well, let's watch the enemy play now and see who is going to win. I mean, my money's on this green one here in the middle because I'm not resisting, which is a bit of a... bit of an advantage for that one, but with all of this space back here nicely secured, once you've taken the front where their their knight is, the knight is the name of that unit, then that's like some good income that you can very easily hold on to. Sometimes they can be a little bit standoffish as well, which I think is what green is doing at the moment, leaving some units behind even though I'm not fighting back. Doesn't want to bring back its knight unit, and oh, okay, then it does, and it puts 2 of them over there. And now it's got a big army that's going to start sucking up all the other territory, unless brown can do something about it, or yellow. It doesn't seem likely. They're not as aggressive as me, are they, these AIs? They like to leave units behind to defend the territory. I'm out now, so it's actually just simulating itself. Yellow is, not doing too terribly here. Okay. And it's dealing with the brown one on the right. Interesting. We're going to see a back and forth in the middle there by the looks of it. And here we go. Yellow's turn, and it tries to cut behind, but it doesn't cut off green. It doesn't cut off green's baron. Look at that. Cut it off. Make some cuts. And now you're the one falling behind. They both died. Now there's trees everywhere. And green's going to win, right? Look at this. Look at this. It's even got a baron. 30 days. But it wasn't me who won. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.